Lounsbury now thrown wide as Barbashev will chop that one in. Big collision down there as Cam Wynot. He collided down behind the net with Lounsbury. Now Evan Boucher on it. He'll hand it off here for Vidicek. It'll be dumped in, and this is that 4-3 shootout win over Gatineau on Saturday night. It's off of that draw. That puck played off the end boards by Marcel for Étienne Morin. He'll take it out to neutral ice. Looking up ahead. That'll chip off a body down here into the Mooseheads end as McKinnon works it up for Boucher. For Vidicek, he'll lob one up the middle. Catafor powers his way in down this left wing side, trying to center it out front, but nobody home there for the Moose. Is Barbashev back in possession here for Moncton. He's got center. He'll just lob up here for the Mooseheads. Fee, part of that Moncton Flyers program. Lots of representatives of that program in this game here tonight as the Wildcats are on the attack. Mercier driving his way in down that right wing side. Let a sharp angle shot go. That was on net and then knocked aside as McKinnon will absorb some contact down there. He'll slow things down. He's going to hand it off here for Wynot. Cam Wynot trying to spin off the check of Gabe Smith, fresh off his first Q goal. Wynot dumps it in. He'll chase after it. Bouncy puck there off the end boards. Wynot was on it, but he couldn't get that quick shot off as that puck was bouncing on him. Now for him, it was whacked by Hamel right out of place. The Mooseheads with the first man advantage. Zach Leroux off the faceoff. He'll take it back of the net. Hands off there for Dume. Up top for Vidicek. Left side to Catafor. He'll work it down low to Leroux. Trying to step off the goal line, but had Marcel right on top of him. Poked it away, and Étienne Morin will lob it the length of the ice as Mathias Rousseau comes out to stop it back of the net. He'll leave it there for Marcus Vidicek. Vidicek winding up. Points in 7 straight games for Marcus Vidicek as Leroux was able to poke that one back toward Vidicek there after Lawrence punched it in, but Mooseheads can't get much. Get it past the toe there. And netminder Phil Yaw. Barbashev will poke this one down the wall for Iasenza here in the Moncton end. Board battle will ensue. Boucher able to dig it loose. Over to Wynot here. He'll step in, threw it toward the net. Quite find its way through. Morin for Lounsbury. Back of the net. Some good pressure down there from Boucher, causing some issues, but Morin will try to skate this one under harm's way. Put it over there to Huar briefly, but a long pass up ahead. Barbashev down the left wing side for Lounsbury. And that one knocked just wide as Barbashev on it here for Moncton. He'll take it out toward the high slot. Left side now, throws it off the end boards. Auger will pick it off the wall. Thomas Auger back toward the point here for Iasenza. Iasenza's shot, that one will. Bishop's able to get it under harm's way as Jake Furlong back on it. Ahead there for Dume, who takes a solid hit along the boards from Charles Baudouin, who's always physical. Now Baudouin on the attack. He'll let it rip, and Rousseau reaching up there with the blockers. Dume sends this one up ahead here for Josh Lawrence out at neutral ice. He's over center. He'll dump that one in. Hugo Marcel reversing it now as it's going to be collected down there by McPhee. Wildcats will look to break out. Smith for Marcel, a long pass up ahead there. That just kind of popped over the stick of McPhee. It ends up down to the Mooseheads end. And Jack Martin's on it here in the corner. Todd will bump that one for McPhee. He'll play it up the boards. Peich is on it, racing after it, centers it out front there, and McPhee just couldn't find the handle on that one. But a great play by the rookie to center. He's got the red line. He's going to fire that one in. Jake Furlong in possession here for the Mooseheads. Took a little bump. He manages to hold on to it. He was able to play it ahead there for Fournier, and Crosby takes a pass and dumps that one in. Charles Baudouin is pressed by Leroux. He'll play it out to neutralize for the leading scorer, LaBelle. Ahead for Bishop. The Baudouin on the backhand. And Jordan Dume will pick that one up. As Zach Leroux back up ice in transition. Dropped off the Wynot. A great pass in front. 17.6% of the Wildcats on the power play this season. And off of that draw, the Moose will quickly clear it out as Phil Young out to stop, and he's going to leave it here at the side of the net for Étienne Morin. 4th in the queue, and points by defenseman. He leads the queue in goals. Ahead for Auger, over to Barbashev. Barbashev takes a solid bump there. Got roughed up by Leroux. And the Mooseheads clear it away once again. Charles Baudouin the overager. He'll power his way out through center. He's got he's in. Cam Wynot and Zach Leroux with the assists on that goal. Off of this face-off. McPhee's going to fire one down toward Filion. That was knocked aside. Étienne Morin will swoop down and grab it. Now Morin looking up that right side for Baudouin. He'll bump it back to LaBelle. And LaBelle will swing it back over to Baudouin. Throw it toward the front of the net. Face-off down here to Mathis Rousseau's left. And that'll be controlled by the Wildcats. A little centering feed out front there after some solid puck movement for the Wildcats. LaBelle, he'll turn it over there to Matthew Catafor. Now it's played up ahead to Marcus Vidicek. Vidicek trying to play it toward the middle for Catafor, who was driving, but that was intercepted, and now LaBelle will make his way out through center. He's got the blue line. He'll try to swing it over there on the right side to Baudouin, but that was just out of his reach. Now the Wildcats will have to tag up on the delayed offside. Vidicek working it down toward the corner for Furlong, who's taking his time down there, patient, trying to eat up some valuable seconds on this Moncton power play as it's launched away. Morin up toward his own blue line. He's got it. Try to throw a hard pass there up that right side to Lounsbury. Back up the boards for Baudouin. That'll be shoveled out to neutral ice. Darcy or Morin. He'll circle out here. A minute gone on the power play. He'll swing it off for Alexi Daniel. He'll punt. And LaBelle will enter the zone, but he has it knocked off of his stick. Catafor, he's got center. He'll just launch that one in. Filion knocked it aside for Thomas Darcy. Barbashev will get this one out. Baudouin will roll it in. Now he'll chase after it. A hard pass over to LaBelle, and Rousseau picking that one away. Boucher up for Marcus Vidicek. Vidicek's got the line. He'll try to leave it for Catafor. Back down for Vidicek. There's a sharp angle shot. Filion with the stop as Baudouin tried to clear it out, but no sets were there to keep it onside. The birthday boy, Logan Crosby, taking a pretty good check. As this will be dumped in toward Rousseau. Kind of mishandled that one. Barbashev's quickly after it. He'll dish it off now for Lounsbury. Threw it toward the front. Off a body. Quick shot in the Mooseheads end as Phillips will hand it off for Furlong. Looking up the left wing for Leroux. He'll leave it now for Dumais. Dumais for Leroux trying to power. Matthew Catafor's team-leading seventh power play goal on the season on Saturday night. But the power play, it's been a little icy here over the last dozen games. The Mooseheads 3 for 35 in the last 12, and now a turnover. Preston Lounsbury in the backhand. He's denied there by Mathis Rousseau. A short-handed opportunity. Now Josh Lawrence back the other way in transition. Drives his way and down the right wing. He throws that one toward the net, and it's going to deflect wide. Matthew Catafor here along the half wall on the right wing side. Steps out, works it down low to Leroux in front. And try to another play off the goal line. So good down low. Nice play by Vidicek to keep that one onside with a little poke. And now Leroux going to step off the line, but Hamel diving at him was able to poke that one away. It comes out to Josh Lawrence here. He's going to swing it off for Dumais. Catafor over for Vidicek, gets the shot off, and that one off the body popped out. Leroux was reaching for it, but didn't quite corral that one. Now Jordan Dumais here, top of this right circle. He'll play it back to Vidicek. Vidicek handing it off for Matthew Catafor in the left wing circle. Top of that circle now, moves it, little return feed, and Filion will deny Catafor right there as Lawrence plays it off for Catafor. He'll shovel that one. It ended up wide. Leroux will sweep it back toward the right point for Dumais. Jordan Dumais over to Vidicek. For Zach Leroux here. Pardon me, that was Josh Lawrence rather. Playing it back for Jordan Dumais, and that was off the shin pads of Alexi Daniel. That one popping over for Lawrence to Dumais. Back to Lawrence. Josh Lawrence throws it over to Catafor. Hard pass. He'll have to settle it down back to Vidicek, and that one whistled wide as Dumais plays this one for Lawrence. Back to Dumais. Time ticking down on this power play. Just 10 seconds remaining. Vidicek loading up Catafor. Heavy shot, and that one will end up in the corner as it's going to be cleared out here. Sent the length of the ice. Mathis Rousseau. 2 minutes on the board right now, and Wildcats with their third power play opportunity. Mooseheads can't get it out. Barbashev holds it in for Auger. Looking down low. Little centering feed there from Baudouin. Indeed, too many men called there to the Moose, as that one will be sent past Auger at the line. And Mooseheads will eat up some time here in this Wildcats power play as Étienne Morin comes back to retrieve it. Out through neutral ice, swings that one back. It's played by Auger ahead here for Barbashev. He's got the Wildcats goal. He'll rim it back into that. Why not? Trying to cut it off back there. He'll poke it toward the corner. McPhee unable to clear that one out. Morin now. He'll launch a shot. It was off the glove of Rousseau. LaBelle will play it back up the boards for Baudouin. To Morin. Étienne Morin trying to fend off the check as McPhee on him. McKinnon battling in front. Great work there from Braden McPhee, who was able to fish. Barbashev off of that faceoff. He sent it off the boards into the Mooseheads end. Zach Leroux, pass out through center. That was off of Dave Matthews. Dylan McKinnon after the loose puck. He's going to send it down to the corner. It's good work down here from Leroux. Wildcats on the attack. Nick Pavan coming in down the left wing side. Lost control of that puck. Going to allow the Mooseheads to break out. Lawrence ahead there for Leroux. He lost possession right at the line as it rolled away from him. Dylan McKinnon regrouping. Sends that one up the left wing side. It's going to be chipped in by Zach Leroux, and the Wildcats will scoop it up. It's Hugo Marcil on it. His pass intended there for Étienne Morin was kept in the Moncton end by the stick of Marcus Vidicek. Good work on the forecheck as the Mooseheads will battle down to the corner. This one will pop loose for Ontario free agent signing. Marcil trying to clear it out. Line held by the Herd. Catafor playing it back down the wall there for Boucher. Engaged physically down there, but the Wildcats will come away with control as LaBelle. He'll get out to neutral ice. Trying to send that one off for Auger, who blew it up, sliding all the way back down into Mooseheads territory as Phillips will look to break it out up ice. He's got out to center there, but ran it to the overager, Charles Baudouin. Now on the attack comes Barbashev. Lets a shot go. Kicked out by Rousseau. Barbashev. A battle with Lawrence. He'll try to keep that one in, but Owen Phillips with a little bit of help for the Moose. He'll play it up ahead for Zach Leroux. Hard pass. It's off the skate. Josh Lawrence is on the loose puck. Creates some space for himself. He'll streak in on the backhand, trying to center it. And what an opportunity there for Zach Leroux as he was all tied up. Now Furlong lets a shot go at the side of the net as he was pressed. Now off of this draw, Lawrence is going to win it for Dumais. Dumais will hand it off for Lawrence. Back for Dumais. Dumais to Lawrence. There's a shot, and that one was blocked by Morin. The Wildcats in possession as Morin will get out to neutral ice. Wildcats will dump this one in. Rousseau will come out to rim it around. Nick Pavan trying to cut it off, let it go. Back to the right point for Darcy. He'll send it back of the net. Alexi Daniel on it now in a battle down there with Brady Schultz. Alexi Daniel, the Wildcats captain. Dave Smith sent that one around for Darcy. Back here for the rookie Smith, big body. Second round pick, 25th overall in the last Q draft. As this one will be forced out to center. Smith is on it, backing off into his own end. He'll move it for Étienne Morin, who second on this team in scoring. Only Vinny LaBelle with more points. Étienne Morin, draft eligible like Matthew Catafor, will be in that top prospects game. There's a turnover. Mooseheads will force it as Boucher sends it ahead to Vidicek. Up now for Catafor, coming in down the left wing. Over for Vidicek, and that was just kind of bouncing on him. Wasn't able to get what he wanted on it, but a great play by Vidicek as he moved it there. Was looking for Catafor in front after the great defensive move. And now Catafor, he'll rip a shot right on us. Phil Young gets a piece of it with the pad. Why not for Catafor? Over to Boucher. Quick shot, loose puck. And that one poked out of harm's way by Darcy, who was there to back up Phil Young, who has made some brilliant stops in this one. And Lawrence with face-off win, pulling that one back for Martin, who sent it up the right wing boards. Just Lawrence was able to reach in and just send that one deep into Moncton territory. Marcil will hand it off for Étienne Morin. Looking up ice, Gabe Smith. He's going to come in down the right wing, and he takes a heavy hit there from Brady Schultz. Brady Schultz, real physical here this season. Talk about that physicality often. Very noticeable. much more engaged with some of that open ice contact here in year 2. And Gabe Smith, that's with his 5th goal of the season. Off of that faceoff, Marcel will play it ahead there for Bishop. He'll send it in. Brady Schultz will slow things down back behind the net of Mathis Rousseau. Will slob one up the middle. I don't think he got exactly what he wanted on that one as Marcel backs off into his end. Played up ahead there for Bishop. A goal from Alexi Daniel that is unassisted. Brady Schultz up the left wing for Boucher. Evan Boucher slows down there. And he's going to draw penalties. That'll be sent wide by Matthew Catafor. And then a little bit of assistance as well from his back end. Chris Darcy picking one off the line a little earlier. Josh Lawrence, he'll walk in. Lets a shot. And Alexi Daniel with the go-ahead goal. His 5th of the season is off of this face-off. The puck will be sent all the way around the boards back down in Moosehead's territory. Rousseau will cut it off back there for Cam Wynot. Moosehead's breaking out. Jordan Dubé's got the line. He'll look over there for Zach Leroux on the left side. He'll play it up top for Wynot to Vidicek. Vidicek dishing this one off to Lawrence. Lets a shot go. And yeah, a little piece of that one as it's going to be cleared out by Lounsbury. 35 seconds left in the period. 16 seconds left on the power play. Wynot. He's got center. He's going to slow down. He's going to bump it back to Lawrence. He's on the back end here for the Moose, along with Jake Furlong. He's off of this face-off. Puck is poked toward the corner. Morin will send it off the boards. Work that one up ahead. Baudouin reaching for it as Marcel steps in. Number 3, the Mooseheads trailing the Wildcats 3-2. Vinny LaBelle will pull it back here for Étienne Morin off of this face-off. Morin moving it down for Charles Baudouin. He'll approach the Mooseheads blue line, tries to chip that one in. It was knocked down there by Furlong, but the Moose couldn't get it out. Now a chance there for LaBelle in front. Got the shot off, blocked, and Leroux here will fire a pass up the right wing side. Dume will dump this one in off the corner boards. Leroux trying to get position there on Mercier, but that was poked away as LaBelle now will try to send it off there for Baudouin. It doesn't quite connect, and Josh Lawrence will wind up out here at neutralize. He's going to pull up. Like what he saw. Now he's able to create some space for himself. Solid shift there from Lawrence, but that one stripped away, and Auger will power his way back. So gets set for a draw to his right. That'll be controlled. Lawrence pulled it back, and it's fired out here by the Mooseheads. Now Josh Lawrence, good work shorthanded. He tried to center it for a driving Leroux, but it was intercepted, and now in transition the other way come the Wildcats. Barbashev, he got tangled up with the former Moncton Wildcats. Zach Leroux is going to be careful there with the stick, headed up on Étienne Morin. And Leroux, he's worked this loose and clear it back down to Ward Pillion, who sweeps it aside for Charles Baudouin. Baudouin with a long pass up ahead. 3 former Moncton Flyers on the ice for the Mooseheads. As LaBelle out through neutral ice. He's going to punch it in right down the middle. That's his shot go, and he's going to ring that one off the iron. Bouncing puck here at the line. McPhee was able to force it across. UR Jr. was just about off to the races there if he hadn't been able to corral that one. Now the Wildcats trying to work it in, but Barbashev was unable to gain the zone. Charles Baudouin will punch it in down this left wing side, trying to play it back there for Auger. He's pressed. Auger, good work. He'll take it back into that centering feed. And we are all tied up at 3 here in period number 3 as Thomas Auger tries to spring Barbashev coming in down this left wing side. Barbashev got a center one that was broken up there by Phillips, and UR Jr. will roll it back down into Moncton territory. Auger on it here on the right side. He's going to lob that one to the reach of Barbashev. He'll fire one past Fillion, and it is a 3-3 hockey game as the Wildcats are on the attack. Barbashev, he's forced to slow down. He'll play it back into his own end here for Étienne Morin. And Morin approaching center, tries to get around Vidicek, and he will, and he'll just dump that one in off the end boards. Why not? Went into the boards a little awkwardly right there. Kind of didn't land that hit exactly how we would have liked. The battle ensues out here at neutral ice. Vidicek trying to work it loose. No fish it free for McKinnon. McKinnon in the Mooseheads end. He'll lob one out to neutralize. Knocked down out there by Étienne Morin, who's pressed by Boucher. Slide it back into his end for Iasenza. There's a long pass right. Calling that last impact down there in the corner on Jake Todd. Fans now letting them hear about it. Brady Schultz, hard rink-wide pass here for Dumais. Trying to slip around Morin. Got tripped up there, and then Morin roughing them up as she was sliding down to the corner. Auger on the attack back up ice for Moncton. Trying to throw it to open ice for Lawrence is out with Dumais and Leroux as the Wildcats. He got control off of that face-up. Marcel lets a shot go, and puck will end up back in the net. Charles Beaudoin will gather it up, tries to fend off Lawrence. Lawrence, some good work there, battle, and he'll knock that one loose, and he's going to clear it out to center ice. Bouncy puck on Morin. Was pressed, but chop it back toward the Mooseheads line as Martin hands it off for Brady Schultz. He's going to try to elude danger by playing that one up the left side. It's poked down in to Wildcats territory. Morin will lob one out to neutralize. It was knocked down. Furlong will make his way back in with it over for Boucher. Bouncy puck, and couldn't quite get what he wanted on that one. Wasn't able to settle it, but some good work here from Jordan Dumais, causing some issues. And Lawrence is going to knock Morin off stride. Boucher's got it here in the corner. He'll move it up top for Furlong. Jake Furlong for Boucher. For Dumais, he was looking back door there for Lawrence, but that pass attempt was picked off. The Wildcats will lob it back down into the Halifax end. It's Jake Furlong. Rousseau will sweep that one aside. Now Josh Lawrence to the Halifax end. He's across center. He's got the Moncton blue line now as well, coming in down that right wing side. Rims this one around. Furlong was after it, but it got chipped past him by Beaudoin. And now Charles Beaudoin on the attack. He'll have it knocked away briefly by Schultz, but he gets it back. Shovels it rink wide for Morin. Morin will send it cross ice once again. LaBelle's shot. That was blocked. It's Josh Lawrence. He's going to power his way in. He'll leave it here for Dumais. Jordan Dumais walking in a shot. Boy, got a lot on that one as it got knocked up and over. Morin here will hand it off for Mercier. Mercier up that left side for Beaudoin. Tied up with Furlong. Beaudoin went down. Furlong was able to partner it out for Owen Phillips. Phillips up that right wing side. Mooseheads couldn't get it deep though, and the Wildcats will make their way back up ice. News 95-7. Less than 4 to play. Jake Furlong right off of this offensive zone faceoff. He launched one toward the net that ended up down there in the corner. Josh Lawrence is on it. He's going to have that one stripped away by Hugo Marcel, but Marcel turning it over for Jordan Dumais, who's battling there with Morin, who's able to poke it away from him, and Barbashev will hand off now for Marcel, who sends it quickly up that left wing side. Lounsbury chipped it in. Jake Furlong will gather it up back there behind the Mooseheads net. Jake Furlong up the middle of the ice. It's off the stick of Leroux, knocked down inside the Moncton line by Marcel for Morin up the right wing to Auger. Thomas Auger will send that one in deep. As Furlong back after it here for the Moose. Jake Furlong out through center. Up the middle for Lawrence. Knocked away from him. That was sent out to neutral ice. And Dylan McKinnon will launch it back in as the Mooseheads try to get some fresh legs out here. 2:45 remains in period at number 3. It's all tied up at 3 here at the Scotiabank Center. Beaudoin hounded by Boucher. Turnover. Vidicek drops it off to Boucher. There's a shot, and that was blocked. What a play by Marcus Vidicek right there after that turnover. And now McKinnon. He'll walk in, lets it rip, and it's stopped. To this game, tied for 10th in defensive scoring. He's now got 20 points on the season here in his 30th game of the year. Off of this draw down in the Mooseheads end. Battle along the wall will transpire as Brady Schultz is able to rim this one around. Hamel pinching down on the right side, kept it onside for the Wildcats. And Hamel, quick shot, put it right on net. Rousseau with the save. Schultz will play it off the backboards here for Jake Furlong. Now Furlong will approach center. Going to launch a pass up there that was off of Mercier, but Vidicek got it out of harm's way. Lawrence to Vidicek, there's his shot. He's between these two teams. He's been on fire since he returned. He'll get another shot off, but it was Hamel blocking that one. It's going to be cleared out here by the Wildcats, and that's a good clear right on net. Rousseau will knock it aside for Why Not. Slowing up. He'll look up the right wing, spots Leroux. Leroux will drive this one in. He'll cut, gets a shot off, and Barbashev going to step up on him. Got the worst of that little exchange as the Wildcats, Baudouin will pull up. He'll play it off those backboards for Hamel, leaving it now for Morin. And Morin just takes his time with it, and time will tick. Dan Lacroix countering with Vinny Lavelle, Max Barbashev, and Étienne Morin as Josh Lawrence with that all-important opening face-off win. Those are crucial here in the extra frame as Lawrence will punch it in. He's going to leave it for Jordan Dumais. Dumais moving it now for Lawrence. Lawrence got the motor going right now. He'll take this one back of the net. And all kinds of speed generated. Didn't want to lose control, though, as Jake Furlong will try to send it down here for Jordan Dumais. Dumais battling, gets a little bit of support from Josh Lawrence, who poked it free. Now Lawrence steps out, takes a look, still with it is Lawrence, a shot, Fillon with the save, it's loose, and the backup ice. And I got poked at there by Dumais and Furlong. And now it's going to be sent out to center. Baudouin is going to spin with it. He'll send it up ahead here for Morin. He's got the line to Charles Baudouin. Walking in with it. That shot was stopped by Furlong. Boucher got held up back behind the play. Dumais is going to take it back the other way. Trying to drop it off there for Boucher. And that got knocked away from him. And now Dumais is going to come off the ice after logging a lot of time here in this overtime. 1:31 remains. Braden McPhee making his way out here. Some 4-on-4. Furlong lost it at center. Lounsbury on the attack. A shot. Rousseau the save. And he'll kick out that left pad as well. Great look right there for the Wildcats. Rousseau coming up big this time. It's Marcel just inside the blue line. He's going to move that one for Morin. Rips it right on. Rebound. They